all set. Okay. My shirt all twisted. Get yourself together, mama, before you get on the camera. That's what you do. I feel like I ain't been on the camera in I don't know how long. Let me roll these windows up, because this wind, it's that time of the year, y'all, where it ain't hot enough to turn the air on, but the noise from the windows get on your nerves. How y'all? How was y'all holiday? Listen, let me tell y'all a question. Yes, my hands is ashy. What is up with my shirt? Our grandmothers, great-grandmothers, all of those people that are no longer... So I guess this semi just gonna slide on across with no signal. That are no longer here. They left some big shoes for us to fill, y'all. And Lord knows I be trying. So I ain't recorded in like 3 days. If there's a flu bug in the air, I'm catching it. Why? I don't know, but it's aggravating. So the last time I was at the So Famous Crew's house, first Skylar was sick, right? Whenever she's sick, she want to love on her Gigi, and that's Gigi's job, right? But I always catch it, and I catch it double. And like 2 days, a day and a half, she was better. By her second day, as she getting better, I was going down. So I said, okay, let me go home. First, I tried to sanitize the room, but that didn't work. The house, the room, everywhere. Then I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go home and try to get this up out of me. I couldn't shake that fever for nothing, y'all, for nothing. But then Easter was coming. I'm like, oh, I have to. And see, my grandkids are young. I said, I gotta start creating memories for them. Because y'all know, if we don't remember anything else, we remember the moments we shared with our grandparents, right? Especially the holidays. And even though when people grow, and this is my Motivational Monday, and it's a little bit about personality and growth, right? But as people grow, they gain knowledge, right? And sometimes they change their perspective on things. But even if my perspective on holidays has changed, I still can't cheat my grandkids that, because they're too young. All they know is it's a holiday, right? Unless this is what we're going to stick to. We're going to raise them a certain way, and this is what it is. So I said, I gotta cook. And so this little flu bug was supposed to be the spring break bug. 24 or 48 hours, little stomach bug. Well, mine's lasted 72. And I don't know if y'all can tell from my last couple of videos, I was just like, ugh, blah. And I'm still not all about the woods, but I feel much better. My fever is gone, so that's why I feel like I can get up and out. So I'm taking care of these little errands. And I said, let me do my Motivational Monday while ride along while I'm... Sometimes do y'all ever see creatures and just be like, I wonder what they be thinking? Because what was they, ducks, crows, but something, they just have 0 F's given. They're just finna trot on across the, and I'm on the highway. Anywho, so I kept going up, down. I was like, okay, I feel better. And I'm like, nah, I don't feel better. And I feel better. And then my fever came back. And I'm like, if there's fever, there's contagious. I can't cook a whole dinner for a family and have them sick. So I told them, y'all make sure y'all kitchen is right. I'm going to the grocery store. We're going to do this Easter thing. And do an Easter egg hunt. I go back to sleep. I wake up. There go the fever again. So I call my doctor. Go in, take a COVID test, no COVID. I don't even know why we even take COVID tests anymore, because at this point, COVID is just like, you might as well say having a common cold. It's so common now, you know? So I end up not cooking. What a bummer. Because then yesterday I was feeling better, but I had a fever and was just weak. Like all my other symptoms are gone, but that fever just keep popping up. So I am on my way to the doctor, because fevers ain't good. Everything else is gone, but this fever. So anywho, and I don't know if some of y'all be friends or family members or what that be requesting these Motivational Mondays, but I got this topic a lot within the last couple of weeks. Losing yourself in growth. So I thought about it and I said, y'all, it's hot. I'm gonna have to talk over this air, because I'm not turning the air on. No. So the Motivational Monday message today is: be sure not to lose yourself in someone else while trying to find yourself. Let the church say amen. Did I say that right? How do you not lose yourself in someone else while trying to find yourself? Because every day we're trying to improve. And I said it's funny because a lot of times we may meet somebody or see someone from our past and they turn their nose up. It'd be 10, 15 years later, right? I'd be like, yeet-dee-dee. Because what you're tooting your nose up is the person that you used to know. Now, if people ain't willing to get to know the new you, leave them where they at and keep doing you. Leave them where they at. And don't feel bad about it. Because then guess what? It goes into being respectfully selfish. Right? You have to be respectfully selfish. My hands are horrible, y'all. So when they say, how do you not lose yourself in somebody else while trying to find yourself? I think the number one thing, and y'all know these Motivational Mondays to be strictly off my experience and my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt, or take it and use it. I think it all goes back to being respectfully selfish, right? Because if that person is not willing to love you and deal with you, and it don't even always have to be a person. It can be a situation. It could be your job. You could be going through a transition mentally or physically, and your job not understanding and not working with you, or your mate, or your homegirl, or your homeboy, or your siblings. It don't have to always just be a person. It can just be a thing. If they're not willing to accept you while you're transitioning, you have to start being respectfully selfish. Because what had happened was that person started adapting to the old you. Yeet the D. And then they want to get mad because you don't do, and then you want to readjust yourself and start doing what they want you to do. Ooh, yeet the D, reverse. Because then what you're doing is you're adapting to them. So who are you really changing for, you or them? So again, I'm gonna say this one more again. In order not to lose yourself in someone else while trying to find yourself, you have to be respectfully selfish. Even if that means demanding your space. Even if that means going into go missing. Y'all don't know. Let me tell you a question. Listen, y'all don't even know how many times I've said, you know what? I hate that I've started this content creator thing because I need to go in my box and go in my shell. But being a content creator, you got to be consistent and you got to show up. You ain't got to show out all the time, but you definitely got to show up, right? Y'all see how raggedy these roads is? I had to get a second wheel alignment in 5 months. Ridiculous. And then if you try to dodge them, then you're gonna get a ticket because you're drunk driving. Because then these people back to the conversation. Your job, your people, your person. They may think you're acting funny. No, I'm trying to better myself for me, because if I'm no good, for me, how can I be good for you? If I'm no good for me, how can I do my job effectively? You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing for this week. That's my thing. I started a while ago, but I got to tweak it and enhance it. And then somebody might say, well, Mama Shay, how do you be considerate of somebody else's feelings? There's a respectful way to do that. Everybody's solution ain't the same. What works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for her. What works for her may not work for him. But my solution is to get ghosts. You know what, deuces, I'm gonna do me. Why you thinking I'm acting funny? You think I'm doing this? You think I'm doing that? And respect that. Respect my space, because I'm gonna respect yours. I'm not bothering you, so don't bother me. Because another thing I'm gonna tell y'all that messes up when you trying to find you is having negative energy around you. Negative and or fake energy. Those are my biggest pet peeves. Take that shit somewhere else. I ain't got the time nor the strength. The strength, you heard, to deal with it. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm afraid of stress. I used to didn't be. Vehicle pulling, but they claim they did an alignment. I used to not be afraid of stress, but that's one thing I'm afraid of outside of an envious/jealous person. It's stress, because it'll take you out like a thief in the night. Choo. And one thing about your absence is, let me tell y'all a question. You got people that love you, that say they care about you, right? You die. You pass away. Everybody feeling hurt. Everybody crying. They preparing for your homegoing service, your funeral. And all that so and whatsoever, right? After that funeral, everybody having a little party, celebrating all the fun times you had. That job, as soon as they hear you passed, they doing the paperwork to post that open position. So they ain't even gonna grieve for them 30 days that everybody else gonna grieve. Staring at me. I'm not talking to myself. But everybody else didn't grieve for them 30 days, and after them 30 days, you're merely just a memory. That's it. Now, some people grieve harder than others, depending on the title, if they still do titles. Harder and longer. And some people grieve for years. When it's just you and a job and, you know, just little things, little things that don't matter, or you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Read between the lines. That job will replace you with a blink of an eye. That friend gonna go get a new friend. They gonna miss you. Don't ride on my ass like that if you don't want me to, bitch. Oops. I forgot I was recording, y'all. But y'all, I have reached my destination. So I love y'all. And there's y'all Motivational Monday. And I will call y'all back. It is hot. My shirt off. Look like I got on a raggedy shirt. I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get down in these comments. Let's get it. It's been kind of quiet around here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.